carry anything left?
I don't think so.
So just carry your watch.
Your gels.
Protein हो गया, gel हो गया.
So we have this New Delhi marathon tomorrow. Ish is running the half marathon and I'm running the 5 kilometer.
I run to feel unshackled and free. I run the glorious sun to see. I run to connect and commune with nature. I run to appreciate God's creations in spellbound rapture.
पैसा कमाना है, घर लेना है. एक इवेंट भी अगर जीत लेती हूँ तो कहीं ना कहीं तो एक झोपड़ा तो हो ही जाएगा.
No pictures now. Okay. All right.
So I've seen huge acceptance for the idea that running is something that can really change your life with the kind of value that it brings. And it's not only about weight loss, which was something that was thought about earlier. We've seen it in the numbers of women participating in each city. It's grown by 30 to 40% every year. And that's how we had in the first year, it was 2,000 women. The second year we went to 4 cities and 12,000 women, then 6 cities and about 40,000 women, and then 8 cities and 65,000 women. But not only that, even in the distances. For example, in Mumbai, we had 200 women participating in the 10-kilometer event, which also requires a certain amount of preparation. And in the third year, we had 2,000 women participating in the 10-kilometer event. So the growth was, 100-fold.
It's such a happy coincidence that exactly 50 years ago, which is in 1966, Bobby Gibbs was the first woman to actually participate and run in the Boston Marathon. And the running scene in the US at that time was such that women were on the periphery, but they were proving that they can and they will run a distance such as a marathon, and that their uterus will not fall out.
The first few women like Catherine Switzer and Bobby Gibbs, these girls actually had to change their names. I think Switzer put in her initials and her last name to get in as a man and dared to run the race. And Bobby Gibbs was actually rejected, and she anyhow went in there and ran. But these two girls actually paved the way for all of us women runners to take part in full marathons.
Running is that it makes you more confident to get out in your own skin. So we have friends right from the age of 10 to 80, So that's the diversity in age groups of people that we run with.
It's amazing the kind of bond we share and the kind of love we have for each other. And we all know our weaknesses, our strengths. And and again, you know, very accepting of it.
I love myself. I adore myself. If I can say that.
Women know how to have a lot of fun. It's just that men don't have the kind of responsibilities that women have. We are very silly, we are very goofy, and we have big butts.
I am happy with the shape I am in actually. The curves I have, I'm very happy that way. But you have to be fit. And so you see all shapes, sizes. You're all quite fit. You all have fun.
In my parties, I won't wear something like a tan top or sleeveless t-shirt. But for my running, because they're comfortable and I work hard on my body, so I don't mind flaunting it. So I wear those clothes.
However, when I started running, this was like, it's not too far back, maybe in early 2000s. Even then, I think I used to be one of those sole women runners who would do these long hours of running in Cubbon Park. And I would have people come and ask me, why are you running? I mean, if you're running for fitness, why do you have to run 2 hours and 3 hours? I mean, why are you doing this to yourself?
If you fast forward now from 2004 to 2016, it's astonishing that almost 50%, close to 50% of the half marathon entries are women. So women have really come a long way in the last 12 years. But again, the numbers in the full marathon are about 500 or 600 women out of 6,000. If I compare the statistic again, fast forward and compare it to the Western countries, every world global race, whether it is New York, Boston, Tokyo, Berlin, Chicago, every one of those races has anywhere between 45 to 51% women running and completing the full marathon distance. So India has a long way to go.
I can run. That was something very, very new to me because I'd been brought up in a very different way, classical dance and music and just academics. My dad just went as far as letting me play table tennis, and that too supervised.
It is difficult because it plays on your mind quite a bit when you're on the road. Running in Gurgaon comes with some challenges for women, I'd say. I mean, we've had instances where some or the other of us got, we had people chasing us, or we've had people making cat calls. So it is not a very good feeling. So which is why we prefer that, you have company while you're running. Although I like to run on my own, I like to be on my own when I'm running, I still prefer to have somebody around, especially early mornings. Between Ish and me, we try that we coincide our running days. So, or when he's not running, he will cycle up with me and meet me at a point, and he keeps going back and forth so that he sees that I'm fine.
सिक्योरिटी आगे जाट वाट आ गए थे वहाँ पे।
जाट?
हाँ। DLF की सिक्योरिटी रोकने के लिए नहीं कर सकते। बताया कॉज क्या है, वहाँ एक जाट खड़ा था, बोलता है ऐसे क्या, विदाउट परमिशन इट्स ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी अ प्रॉब्लम।
No, but this road doesn't belong to them.
They manage the security of this road, right?
But that's DLF.
That's DLF and they are DLF. They are DLF.
I think the running scene is not so great here in Calcutta. It's not taken as a sport.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. I mean, I was telling them my husband and I and some of his schoolmates, we do these night runs around Maidan, Okay. So once, I was leading and I was up ahead, and my husband may have been about 200-300 feet behind me. And the only time I think the Calcutta police has ever been on alert, and they stopped my husband and they thought he was chasing me. I mean, that rare is running in the city that they stopped him and they said, and then I had to run back and tell them, no, it's okay, leave him, you know. And it's that rare to see somebody running.
Absolutely. And I feel the same. And I think all of us feel the same.
It's really sad.
I never used to think twice before heading out and running, even though it was dark. However, I had quite a bad experience about 3 to 4 months back, and this was during daylight. It was already around 7:10, 7:15. The sun was already out, and I was here around the Poly Hill area, which is the area that I run mostly, and I was running, and at the corner of my eye, I saw a gentleman who was masturbating in complete daylight. And he started abusing me, and he started saying things to me. And at that time, all I could think of was just running faster and looking back to see if he was behind me. And that was probably the worst experience that I've had. And after that time, I don't think I've been out by myself anymore, especially if it's dark. It's sad because being Bandra, it's considered to be probably one of the safest places, and the type of people that live here are a little bit more open-minded, more aware, and it really saddened me to see that type of stuff happening. And even though your love for running is so much that you don't care about those types of things, but you do have to think twice, especially being a woman.
It is amazing that these girls are able to come out and do this despite all odds. Running has taught you this, that you can handle anything. You just learn to face challenges so much more positively because your thinking changes a lot. I see this lady in Kaban Park, I must tell you about her. She comes in a burqa, in a complete burqa, and she does a whole round of Queen's Track, running, holding it up and running, and I find it amazing. And then she walks a bit, and then she runs again, and she used to do that. Today I find that she is actually able to do about 5 to 6 rounds without stopping. And it must be, I keep looking at her and thinking it is so tough for someone to run in an attire like that, holding it up and running. Running requires your hands to be free and moving for your legs to function properly. This lady picks it up and she runs, and it's amazing that she comes out there and she really wants to do it.
On a normal working day, the only time I get to myself is when I'm running. I look forward to waking up, I look forward to getting ready and going for my run. It helps me work better because I work with a clear mind then throughout the day, and I'm more focused at my work.
I run to feel the wind's warm caress on summer morns.
I run because
feel the
it gives me
on cold winter dawn.
happiness. It brings happiness to my life, and it also allows me to introspect
every
and
moment of life.
have
and
time
live
to
it
myself.
better. I run my like-minded runner friends to meet. I run because I feel fulfilled and complete.
My kids, when I'm
I run
upset
to
or
feel
angry
the
with them,
playful
Mama,
wind
go
in
for
my
a run,
hair.
relax, go for
I
a
run
run.
because I feel more alive.
I think most runners are very
vibrant,
humble
and
people.
aware.
Yeah.
I run in the sun.
Which is great.
Yeah, I've never come across an arrogant runner, ever.
I run for my inner self to surface and unfetter. I run to help me value every moment of life and live it better.
All Gurgaon was actually farmlands and villages in the middle. So was a major part of South Delhi before the current developments came up. So the original inhabitants of Gurgaon have been a very traditional lot of people, primarily farmers, and they owned almost all the land around the place. And now they've been limited to a few urban clusters, urban villages within the city. And we've come in from all parts of the country. So none of us belong to Gurgaon really. And we're in some way trying to force our culture, our modern culture onto them, which they do not like or respect. So it comes out in the way they then deal with us. So when you're running out alone, when a woman's running out alone, they will try to get a little nasty with her. But it's primarily because they're being pushed into a corner. And I guess we need to learn to respect their space as well and live with the way things are. Well, I introduce myself as a Delhiite. For anybody who knows that, my name is Karishma Kaul Babbar. So anybody who knows that a Kaul is a Kashmiri, then I kind of get deeper into it. And I introduce myself as a Delhiite.
I was typically one of those married ladies, like not bothered about my health, and felt that growing old is a part of life. I didn't know that health can be taken care of and you can delay the process of aging.
We'll become too much of this.
This one?
Yeah.
Suddenly we remember that we haven't seen the old photos. So we'll try to make a collage and put it on the wall so that we can keep seeing it.
And it's easier to look at the pictures like this rather than go through every album.
And the second aspect of it was to remind ourselves what we used to look before and
how we were and how we are.
This was in the year 1993, and I think this was clicked in the year 2009, 2010. So you can see the big difference in me.
Yeah, check out this album.
This one?
Oh yeah.
Delhi.
Taj Mahal.
Unforgettable. Probably that the one that brought turning point in my life. I was so huge that time, so that snap still stands. Like, I used to make fun of myself. I can block Taj Mahal. I could see so many layers in my body. Nice.
These are the parents of my children who come here every day. Pore dekha korbo. Now, Nilo, come, please come. These are my lovely children who come here, dance, enjoy it, and a lot of other activities they do here. This is the girl Paulami. When I started coming here, she held me for good 5 minutes. That changed my mind, and I'm here for all of them. But yes, she changed my mind. Paulami Acharya. Niloy, come here. তুমি বসো তোমার সঙ্গে আন্টি তো খেলছে রিনা করবে না রঞ্জনা Niloy, come here. Meet Niloy. He's been taking part in the marathon for last 2 years. Niloy Banerjee. And Niloy, you tell them how you started running.
I came to the Interlink Calcutta. Firstly, Interlink Calcutta. I'm Interlink Calcutta student. Then Anuradha ma'am got every marathon race she go, and then she inspires to me to go and go to the marathon, and I love marathon. I go marathon to the 5 kilometers.
Yes.
5 kilometers.
And without stopping, he did finish 5 kilometers.
Without no help. Every voice has been told that you stop. Then I told that I do not stop. I finish them.
এটা শুট একটু জিনিস করছে এটা শুট তুমি কিছু বলতে চাও বলো তুমি বলতে চাও আমি রাধা ম্যাম
I love auntie so much.
ঠিক আছে তুমি বসো তুমি আজকে বসো তুমি করতে চাও না When I came in, I thought for their mental health, physical health is very, very important. That's when we introduced yoga for them and some sporting activity. And that's when I talked to some children who are like physically fit, which I know their legs are stronger. Out of that, 7 of them said that they'll be interested in running. I told them how to go about it, how to start running, gave them a short plan to run 5K and walk, and because some of them had never run in their life, so I told them to walk and run, and say maybe 5 minutes, 7 minutes, that's how they start. And 3 of them ran the whole distance without even walking. So I think that is the greatest gift I've ever got after I've started running. Because running, I was doing it for myself, but when I see these children get, in fact, I have got more inspired. My timings have improved, I would say. Actually, because of them, when I see them that they're getting inspired, I get more inspired and I work harder for them so that I can be an example and they can be example for me. So they push me and I push them. It's like a teamwork.
It's amazing. I was, reading about it, and all the races you've been fantastic.
Just races started happening. Actually, no, I actually started training for a race. So that's
when you started running.
Yeah,
okay. Within the running community, I think everybody looks up to you. So me, I am not a. I run because I enjoy it. I hope I can run like that. But I run because I enjoy it, and it's fantastic. It's fascinating. And what I see, what is really cool is I think all of us, the common thread, at least with a lot of married women I know who run, the more people say you can't, or that you should, like for me during the pregnancies, when everybody said, no, don't, and you can't, and you're this, and you're a bad mother, and all of that I've heard.
Absolutely.
It drove me more to continue,
Absolutely. Even I've seen like you leaving your child and go early in the morning and he needs you. And
as women, I think we don't have any time to ourselves. None of our life is ours, at least for me. So that 1 hour I get, is my time. There's no infringing on it, even going to the loo at home is a luxury because there are kids banging on the door, mama come out. So there's no time which is our time.
Yeah.
It's
so
just this is our time.
Absolutely, yeah.
When we were meeting with doctors, I had to make sure that the doctor would allow me to run. I didn't find a doctor in Calcutta like that, and I remember still speaking to my doctor in Delhi, and she was fantastic, and she was so supportive, and she said, it's something you've done for so long, why would you want to stop? I remember the first pregnancy, the first one I ran with, everybody else was really scared, obviously, my in-laws, everybody except my husband. It was hard to convince them. It was really tough, but when they saw that I was fine and the baby's fine, and so they were so normal with it, and they were so accepting and supportive. It worked out well all around.
Being a gynecologist, I've seen parents being concerned about the effect of running or any other high enduring activities to have some effect on their even fertility or reproductive function. So which is entirely is a misconception, and it should be dispelled. There are other concerns like effect on the joints and for example, people are concerned about osteoporosis, which is actually it's improved on pursuing sports. And apart from the physical benefits, there are also benefits, psychological benefits of sports, because it does release some kind of chemicals from the brain, and these are like serotonin or beta endorphins, which is called feel-good chemicals, and these kind of chemicals, it boosts immune system, prevents depression, improves the pain threshold. Someone who had been, for example, running from before pregnancy, I wouldn't ask them to stop at least in the initial periods of pregnancy.
Oh my bad boy. Fateh is the lady who entertains Fateh for 2 hours in the evening, comes at 4:30. So I wait and wait and wait and wait for 4:30. Then Fateh goes down, and then I get to go run as well. So it's madness, but it's fun. Amara, why would you do that? No. Even though I know I am amongst the lucky ones in having a supportive family, in having a mindset that allows me to be strong enough to say that this is my time, it is so deeply ingrained, and in fact it troubles me that it's so deeply ingrained. I realize it, I'm aware of it. That I say, you know, like when I come back from a run and my husband's been looking after the kids, I'll say, thanks, you know, go ahead, go, you know, you go on to the gym now, you know, that's fine. And I say thank you. Whereas he's not a bad person, so he'll say, you know, are you fine? Should I go to the gym? But it's never, it's just a formality, you know. Even if the kids are awake and jumping, it doesn't matter, you know. For him to go to the gym, fine, fair enough. For most men, it would be 7 o'clock, I need to get into the gym, so that's fine. Whatever else happens before or after, irrelevant, you know. And here, for most women, we fit our time into whatever space is available, and we always feel so grateful for it. It bothers me. It bothers me that we feel so grateful for it.
This is interesting. Men don't know a lot of things about women. Yeah. I think the one thing that men don't know about women, and they should know, is that when you ask us something and we say whatever, or when we say fine, we actually want you to probe, and we actually want you to understand where we're coming from. And if you ask us something and we say do whatever you want, it doesn't mean that you actually do whatever you want. It means you listen to us. Baba. Run, you have to take care of the girls.
Karthik is a much faster runner, so this is an instant.
He doesn't know how to run slow.
As far as my partner was concerned, I always had a low self-esteem. Like, I used to always feel that he was very good looking and very smart, and he does. And I used to feel that I was too less for him already, and after that I had put on a lot of weight, and I felt I was looking like too huge, and I didn't like the way I was looking. I was feeling very uncomfortable to go out with him, and yes, I am educated, and I was working. In fact, I started the entire business independently, everything, yes, but maybe my character is such that I needed a lot of self-confidence and self-esteem. Just because Woodpecker is running well, it doesn't mean that I'm doing well. Woodpecker is doing well because Woodpecker is doing well. If Vijay is doing well, Vijay is doing well. And I think I need to shine on all aspects like health, fitness.
I was a very different person after I separated from my husband. I was on an emotional low. So this was a partner that I chose against my parents' wishes. So it was my responsibility to make the relationship work. So for a long time I kept quiet and I endured it till such time the water went over my head and I couldn't take it anymore. At work it's a kind of a setback, but it's something that you take back home with you that affects you mentally. I feared being alone or standing alone. While I would have a full day at work, I would still choose to go out because obviously there was nothing for me at home. Subconsciously it had started affecting me. My health was taking a toll for the worse. I had this problem called the irritable bowel syndrome, which would affect my stomach every time I had a meeting, every time I had a subconscious nervous situation, my stomach would start hurting. And one day I decided that enough was enough, that I was the only person who could take control of my life and no one else could be there to help me. And I decided to change everything around. Because if this did not happen to me, then I would never have discovered running. I would have never become this strong.
See, I had to go by my husband because he was already into running. He said if you're taking an hour for 5 kilometers, ensure that it becomes 55 minutes, then 50 minutes, which means that you'll be literally walking at a faster pace, the same distance. That's what I started doing, because from the second day he didn't come with me, knowing him very well. So I started doing it and I started timing myself and coming down. And then all of a sudden one day when I was walking, I went into the KFI road, which is very close by, which is the most lonely road. Because I was very shy even to wear t-shirts. I used to wear only a kurti and tracks. I started running from one lamppost to another lamppost, just jogging, and I really felt good. Then it was actually 2 lampposts, then 3 lampposts. Then I used to alternate, 2 lamppost walk, 1 lamppost run. And say by Jan, I was able to run about 10, 11 kilometers. Not continuously, still half-half. I went into one of those quiet roads which is leading to the KFI school, and then I tried jogging for 10 minutes together, 12 minutes together, and the first time I did 30 minutes together. I don't know how many kilometers I must have covered and all, but the day I did 30 minutes altogether for jogging, I really felt glad, and I came home and I told everyone I jogged for 30 minutes, and it was like, wow, good. That's all was the reaction in the house. But then I could feel that I was getting back my confidence from somewhere. I can work on it.
I was teaching a chapter in my school, and this chapter had a model that where there is a will, there is a way. And one of the child questioned that this is, ma'am, it's just a saying, and they are saying that it just doesn't work like that. Though we argued, and I came back home, but that thing was playing in my mind. And then again in the morning when Shehbal went for the run, and then was going for and I said, oh, I can also do that. Maybe I can start running. So I suddenly asked Shehbal, can I run a marathon? So of course, and he was also surprised that out of blue, where she used to complain every day that you like disturbing my sleep, and she didn't want to get up, and how come she wants to run today? And so she said, of course, and he was like saying, oh, good, you come with your tennis shoes on. And then without my running shoes, with my tennis shoes on, when I had not run 100 meters also, I started to walk first, run for 1 minute, and then that's how I started. And after maybe I think a month, I could run 5 kilometers without stopping.
have to do it to experience it. That's all I can say. And I would suggest that all women who can walk should try to take to running also if they can. Excuses for not running? Believe you can and just do it.
हवा के झोंके आज मौसमों से रूठे हैं, गुलों के शोखे आज भंवरे आके उठे हैं, बदल रही है आज जिंदगी की चाल जरा, इसी बहाने क्यों न मैं भी दिल बहाल जरा, सवार लूं, सवार लूं, सवार लूं, बरामदी पुरानी है नई सी धूप है, जो पल के खटखटा रहा है किसका रूप है, शरारती करे जो ऐसे भूल के हिजाब कैसे उसको नाम से मैं पुकार लूं, सवार लूं, सवार लूं, सवार लूं, हाय सवार लूं। ये सारी कोयलें बनी है आज डाकिया, कुहू कुहू में चिट्ठियाँ पढ़े मज़ाकिया, ये सारी कोयलें बनी है आज डाकिया, कुहू कुहू में चिट्ठियाँ पढ़े मज़ाकिया, सवार लूं, सवार
कहाँ हो गई उसमें? नहीं, उनका गाना सुन रही थी तो से क्या सोच रहे? कुछ नहीं।
मजा आ गया ना?
फैमिली एक साथ मिलते हैं ना, कभी कभी मिलते हैं।
सीमा एक मोटिवेशन लगती है हमको. शी इज़ अ फैमिली टू अस एंड वी आर वेरी प्राउड ऑफ her.
She's with me since 11 years. She came here as a domestic help. And that time कभी बात नहीं करती थी, कुछ नहीं, अपना काम करके निकल जाने का. But then I could make कि something is there in her mind कि कुछ तो है बात दिल में छुपा रही है, दिल में दबा रही है, and she is having some मतलब कुछ दर्द है.
The string is not okay.
We are initiated to the long distance running by my son, Dr. Krishnan, when we went for vacation to Canada in Vermont. At that time I was 60 and Sharda was 52. So I said, how is it possible to run at this age? He said, that you leave it to me.
He was in Vermont that time. Now he was very busy with his research work and all that. He felt that we had too much of time on our hands. And yeah, all the jobs I did around the house didn't count for anything really, cleaning up house, cooking and everything. And one fine day he told us, Mom and Dad, you people have nothing to do. Why don't you, start running? He was a marathon runner, so he thought it was easy as pie. And he asked us that question. I was shocked. I said, I can't run. I've never run in my life before except after your dad for 5 years because your grandpa wouldn't let me marry him. So I had to wait for 5 years to marry him. I don't think I can run. I'm not made for running and all that. I don't know how it happened. One fine day, I said, okay, let me give it a try.
So that's how we started our running. So it was easy pace in the beginning, just for a week or so. We were very easy to run. Then gradually it started increasing. say about a month or so, we are covering 5 miles without any difficulty. And it went on. And by the time the last 1 week came, we have completed 20 miles. We said it's amazing. Then he said, now you are fit for running the half marathon.
Then came the Stowe Marathon. I can never forget that day. Just in very short, let me tell you, it was freezing, it was so cold, and it was all through forests and trail. And I was so scared of losing sight of my son. He was wearing a blue t-shirt, and I told him, I've got to see the blue t-shirt, don't rush off because I'll get lost.
She finished in 2 hours, 19 minutes, and I finished in 2 hours, 45 seconds or something. But that was the best timing ever we had.
I've never been able to get that time again. Maybe I need another blue t-shirt. Somebody with a blue t-shirt and a cold climate.
It became a sort of addiction to us. And she became a golden girl in the sense, in Karnataka state meet, 1,500, 5,000 and 10,000. She came all first. She went to Chennai, there also she won certain prizes. She came in second and first and third in some places. And again we went to National and Chandigarh. There also she came second in 5,000 meters. So they recommended, they sort of picked up her for representing India in the Asian Games.
Both my mother and my mother-in-law, in the initial stages, they were not very happy with my taking to running. When I took to it like after 52, right, when I was 52. So they felt there's something wrong with this girl. Why is she taking to something like running, which is so demanding and there's no need to run and things like that. But slowly over a period of time, they were very, very supportive in the sense they understood that it was not so easy to run and do workouts and then come back and then look after them and do all the household chores and everything. So in that respect now they're very, very supportive. They're extremely proud of my achievements, however small they be, and they speak very highly of me to others, and feel a lot of pride.
And what do you think of me running?
You're nice.
Doesn't it inspire a lot of other people?
Yeah, maybe.
Were you embarrassed when I was running?
Yeah.
Initially you used to be embarrassed? Why?
Because no one else's mom runs.
And did people say things?
No.
No? No one said anything to you, no? So, but then, why were you embarrassed?
So in fact, when my daughter was about a year and a half old, I had gone for a trek to the Everest base camp for 21 days. And it took me almost 6 months to make that decision because she was really tiny then. And leaving her alone at that time would have been, it was a very difficult call. Whenever I get time, I like to go out and explore places too. So whether it's through traveling normally or trekking, I do go out and I generally do not feel guilty about doing that. I realize that it's also important to do what you like and not always, feel guilty that you're taking out time from this or that thing, because that's never ending. It's like a trap.
She is at that age where, peer pressure and what everybody else's mothers are doing and not doing. So, initially it used to bother me and I used to think about it, and I knew because it used to bother her that, I used to not dress like the other mothers, I don't behave like the other mothers. So it was something that bothered her. But now I see that I use it to tell her things like, when she feels she's different in school or when she feels things like that, I keep telling her that, it's okay to be different, you need to be different. You don't have to fit into that box. But I don't think it's getting to her right now. It's still, I want to be like everyone else.
बात नहीं करती थी ज़्यादा और बात बात पे गुस्सा होती थी. मतलब पहले तो उसने एक बाउंड्री बना ली थी अपने आजू बाजू में कि इसके अंदर मैं किसी को आने नहीं दूंगी. दिस इज़ माई वर्ल्ड. उसके बाद मुझे थोड़ी एंट्री मिली वहाँ पे. देन शी स्टार्टेड sharing her problems, her whatever. So I said, what is this? This is limit. This is the limit of everything.
पैरालिसिस हो गया था, तो पैरालिसिस के बाद मुझे चलने का कोई ये नहीं था, तो उसका डिफेक्ट यहाँ पे छूट गया। पैरालिसिस होने के बाद तो सभी को ऐसा लगता है ये एकदम फालतू चीज़ है, वो एक कोने में पड़े रह गए तो ही अच्छे। तो उस टाइम पे मेरे हस्बैंड ने थोड़ा साथ दिया कि मुझे डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाना आना, तीन माले तक उठा के लेके जाना। तो उन्होंने इतना किया मेरे से। उसके बाद उन्होंने छोड़ के चले गए। उसके बाद वो हम लोग अलग हो गए, कुछ प्रॉब्लम था हमारा। मेरे लड़के को लेके मैंने बहुत धक्के खाए, कहाँ रहने का किधर रहने का कुछ मालूम नहीं था। तो एक ये पहचान था यहाँ पे थोड़ा, तो उनको बोला मुझे छोटा सा एक रूम ला दो, दिला दो, ज़्यादा भाड़ा नहीं, मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है। बहुत हाथ पैर जोड़ के तो उन्होंने ये चाली में आगे एक रूम है, 2 रूम छोड़ के वो रूम दिलाया 500 रुपया में। रात के तभी 7 से 11 या 12 बज रहा था। फिर इस हिसाब से मैं चलने लगी, धीरे धीरे एक काम पकड़ी, दूसरा काम पकड़ी, घर काम। तभी एक काम का 200 रुपया 250 रुपया था। और सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम था उसको बंद करके आना। घर में कोई है नहीं, कुछ भी करे तो मैं 3 साढ़े 3 बजे के बाद ही मालूम पड़ सकता है कि
क्या हुआ,
कुछ भी हुआ। तो माइंड में किसी का भी बात समझ में नहीं आती थी मुझे, जी मुझे क्या करना है नहीं करना है। क्योंकि वो बच्चे को मैं 3 साढ़े 3 बजे तक ब्लॉक करके रखना, एक दिन घर पे गई, देखी स्विच का लाइट उसने तोड़ दिया, उसको कुछ प्लग वगैरह किया उसको। तो मुझे उसका अगर हाथ लग जाता तो मैं जाने के बाद ही देखती थी वो नहीं है। मतलब उसकी हरकत इतनी ये था, बहुत नटखट था, मतलब कुछ भी करता था घर में अंदर। इस वजह से कभी कभी तो लेके आती थी साथ में, 3-4 बजे तक उसको बैठा के रखती थी। उसके नटखट की वजह से कोई उसको रखता नहीं था। इनके घर पे आने के बाद नहीं यही सोच के रखी थी कभी जिंदगी में कुछ भी मतलब आगे नहीं जा सकती मैं। इन्होंने हमेशा साथ दिया, इसके लिए इनको बहुत कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हुआ तो पहले इनको ही बता दी। कोई खुशी भी होती है तभी मैं इनको ही बता दी। मैं अपनों के पास नहीं जाती, यही मेरा सब अपना है, पराया है, जो भी है यही है।
इसमें एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट बात है कि उसको ये सारा घर का काम है वो कंटिन्यू नहीं करना था। शी हैज़ टू डू सम रेप्यूटेड वर्क। मतलब उसको पहले से ही था, अभी मैं कर रही हूँ लेकिन जल्द से जल्द मुझे इसमें से बाहर निकल के दूसरा कुछ करना है। तो जैसे उसका कराटे में ब्लैक बेल्ट हो गया, वो उनके सर के साथ जाके वो क्लास कंडक्ट करने लगे। शी यूज्ड टू असिस्ट हिम। आई सॉ इट on the TV, on the local cable, ki such type of marathon is going on in our Vasai, and it was a cash prize that time. So I said ki why don't you go there? और तब तक तो ऐसे हो गया था कि मैं कुछ भी बोलूं। वो करती ही थी, तो मैंने बोला ये मैराथन करना है बस।
$21 किया था फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने, और बिना जूते का था। फर्स्ट टाइम 10,000 रुपया मिला था 21 में सेकेंड। मेरा हिसाब ऐसे था कि मैं अगर अगले राउंड में अगर किधर भी अगर जीतूंगी तो 2 काम तो घर का छोड़ दूंगी, तो फिर मेरा रनिंग अच्छा होगा और मैं रनिंग के हिसाब से मैं घर भी चला सकती हूँ। प्रैक्टिस 10 दिन मैंने किया था, सुबह उठ के घर काम किया, फिर उस दोपहर को आया, खाना वाना बनाया, फिर शाम को 6:30 बजे कराटे क्लास। फिर वहाँ से 8 बजे छूटती थी, 8 कभी 8:30 हो जाता था। तो उसके बाद मैं रनिंग करती थी। रनिंग करके पेट में दर्द होता था बहुत, तभी भी मैं करती थी। और प्रैक्टिस था कि मेरा मन में यही था कि ये मुझे पूरा करना है किसी भी हालत में। तो मन में बहुत से सवाल ऐसे उठ रहे थे कि रनिंग करूँ, कहीं कुछ हो गया तो कल काम पे कैसे जाऊँगी, और काम पे नहीं गया तो घर काम है निकल देंगे।
But then it's the getting up after every fall that makes you stronger. 2 days after the removal of the plaster from my leg, which I had fractured, I just ran the TCS 10K. It's called the World 10K now.
Actually, the surgeon advised her against it, but then seeing her enthusiasm, he said, okay, take care.
I was to get the plaster off after another 2 weeks. I did so much of drama with the surgeon. He agreed to get it off, and then he said, no running. I didn't give any answer. I managed to fool everybody at home. So I just went into the enclosure and came to the start line, cheered him, wished him good luck and all that. So I just waited for him to zoom off. I started walking a few steps. Few steps became, like half a kilometer, and then there was no stopping me. Of course, like I told you before, it was actually not a run at all. It was like just dragging my injured foot and moving along. And then when I saw the 2 kilometers and then the 3, then I said, I'm not going to give up. And when I completed the finish line, my husband was shocked. He was standing somewhere there, and he said, he asked me, did you run? Did you also, walk or run, or what is it you did? So I said, I don't know what I did, but I think I completed the race. And I think that completion certificate, that finisher's medal, is one of the most precious ones. It's mind over body kind of a thing. The joy of completing that race despite my physical problem was much greater than getting a gold medal or a first position. Yeah. Nice.
तभी में और अभी में ये फ़र्क है कि अभी घर तो मेरा रनिंग के ऊपर ही चलता है, और अब जॉब भी रनिंग की वजह से। रास्ता एक ही है कि मैं रनिंग में मतलब मैं कुछ किया और मुझे देख के 2 इंसान और करे, एक नहीं। फिलहाल अभी तो सिर्फ मेरा एक ही ये है, मुझे ओलंपिक खेलना है।
I identify myself with each and every lady when they talk. Because most of them who come to me, they say, Viji, I can't run. I've never been running. I used to do it in school. I used to do it in events. So the first thing I'll say, at least you've run in school. I've not run even in school. Definitely these people send me messages thanking me and saying that it's so nice to be with you and all that. I'm so happy for them, and I'm happy that I'm there for them. That is the most important, and the only thing I say is I'm always there for you people. It's a very beautiful feeling when they come and tell me that they're happy or they're feeling healthy, they're feeling uninhibited. It's like me reliving that moment.
I really enjoy my time with my children. They refresh me. In fact, I wanted to have definitely 2 kids myself.
I find so many people around me all the time inspiring me. When we were running today, we met a lady in a sari and running away against all odds, and she's an inspiration.
तो आप रोज करते हैं, हाँ? तो आप दौड़ना कब शुरू किए? साल? 3 साल?
Whatever your challenges are, you know, you can find ways to overcome.
When we left Srinagar, there was a lot of turmoil in our minds and within the family. In fact, for almost a whole year, all of us were longing to go back home because that's where we belonged. And I used to get these nightmares for a long time, till almost a couple of years ago. I would see militants coming into my house, trying to shoot us or trying to kidnap somebody from home. And it just kept coming. So every fortnight, I would get up with this nightmare, and it was really horrible. Although many of my cousins and my parents and my sister have gone back at least once to Kashmir, somehow I never could go around to doing it. It will happen someday, I'm sure, but I don't know when.
भगले जहाँ रास्ता है वहाँ भगले भगले रे
दौड़ 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 दौड़